Ever have that movie that you watched a lot as a kid? You watched it a lot, but you didn't know why? Well, eventually you stopped watching it because you grew older and forgot about it. But when you were going through your DVD collection, looking for Black Panther for the 20th time, and that movie falls out of the shelf, and you're like, oh, I remember this movie. So you watch it and you get to the end, and you're like, wow, my childhood was amazing. Yeah, that was this movie for me. Hello, everybody. I am C. Kippy, and welcome to Fantastic Mr. Fox. So let me put this out there. I love this movie. I could talk about this movie for days. But for you guys, if I were to tell you 3 things I love about this movie, it would have to be music, cinematography, and story/script. So for those who didn't know, this movie is based off a children's book. So when you watch the movie, the music makes it feel like you're reading a kid's book. It's light and innocent at times where you see happiness and optimism, or when you see danger about, there's tension building in the background. The score is very simple, unlike most other movies which have very dramatic scores. And it plays to this movie's strength because, in essence, this movie, like a children's book, is very simple. So when talking about this movie's cinematography, it's hard to not talk about Wes Anderson because he directs this movie. So that means everything is filmed very centered, with symmetrical shots, and tracking shots with barely any cuts. Or if there is any, they're used for comedy. Some people might find this way of filming kind of annoying, a little weird, but I personally find it awesome and really cool, and it keeps reminding me that Wes Anderson loves what he does. And those who know me know that I love those who care about the small details, not just the big ones. And I haven't even talked about how this movie is fully stop motion. So you can see how much attention to detail was put into this movie, whether it be from little stuff in the background going on or a prop that was only ever used once to get a joke across. So let's talk about my favorite thing about this film, the story/script. Another thing Wes Anderson is known for is how he writes lines and how they're either delivered with deadpan voice acting or in ways to conceal heavy, if not dark, themes in his comedy. Yes, a part of that goes to the voice cast, who are phenomenal, by the way. George Clooney, Meryl Streep. Do I have to say more? Each have their own line delivery that gets me every time. But Wes writes this stuff, and the characters will jump right into dialogue, ignoring social cues. The main themes of this movie are simple, but can be easily missed. Themes such as being okay with your station, accepting that you're different, being fearful of the next season. And that in the end of the day, the only thing that matters is that you're with the people that you love, who will stand beside you through any storm and any season. If you haven't realized yet, I've kind of talked about this guy named Wes Anderson a lot through this video. So you guys are probably thinking one of 3 things. 1, who in the world is Wes Anderson? 2, yeah, I know who he is. I know he's awesome. And you don't need to talk about this. 3, has he made a Marvel movie? Because otherwise I don't know or don't care. If you're 1, I'm glad you're here. If you're 2, I'm glad you stuck around. If you're 3, you're kind of the reason why I wanted to make this video. Okay, hear me out. Wes Anderson has directed 10 movies coming up on 11. Those movies, in total, have made less money than Jumanji, Welcome to the Jungle made domestically. Meaning that Jumanji made more money in North America alone than Wes Anderson's entire filmography. And that's sad, because his movies are amazing and they need way more awareness. I know he will never pull in Marvel movie numbers when it comes to the box office, but still, his movies are awesome, they're fun, and they're interesting to watch. And if I can get at least one person to be interested in his filmography, then I will have done my job and I'll be happy with that. So, my whole point is, please watch this movie. And if not, watch Isle of Dogs. It's on Netflix. Guys, this movie has Bryan Cranston, Scarlett Johansson, Jeff Goldblum, Bill Murray, Edward Norton, Tilda Swinton. Like, that is an all-star cast, for sure. This movie is kind of weird, can come off boring to most people, but this movie was a crucial part of my childhood. And this was one of the films that got me into talking about movies. So it always will hold a special place in my heart. I will give Fantastic Mr. Fox a 10 out of 10. Good day and good night.